Hello, my name is Tiffany Thompson, and this is my photojournalism biographies assignment. The person that I was given is Alfred Eisenstaedt. Biographical information about him. According to the Britannica, Eisenstaedt was born in Dachau, West Prussia on December 6, 1898. This place of birth is now referred to as Tyzecu, Poland. He is often referred to as the father of photojournalism. According to the famous people, he was known as a creative child and was fascinated with photography early on in life. He got his first camera at 14, and it was an Eastman Kodak folding camera with rolls of film.
Gave me a Eastman Kodak folding camera number 3 as a birthday present.
Eisenstaedt served in the German army during World War I from 1916 to 1918. During his time serving, he injured both legs. Because of his injury, he was sent home to get better, according to famous photographers. During his recovery period is when he really started to become involved in photography. He would often learn techniques about light and composition by visiting museums. In the 1920s, he was a salesman for buttons and belts after his injury. Using the money he saved, he bought photography equipment where he would develop pictures in his bathroom. His self-taught hobby turned into a career, according to the encyclopedia. During his early career, Eisenstaedt took a photo of a woman playing tennis, and this picture was later sold. According to famous photographers, Eisenstaedt moved to America in 1935, where he got a Rolodex camera. Within a year, he was a staff photographer for Life magazine. According to the New York Times, he was one of the 4 original photographers for the magazine. Why is he important to photojournalism? Eisenstaedt was known as the father of photojournalism, according to famous photographers. According to the New York Times, he produced more than 2,500 pictures and had 90 covers for the magazine.
When I have a camera in my hand, I don't know fear.
Eisenstaedt was known for bringing back pictures that were striking and candid. He often gave his viewers a sense of intimacy as he caught subjects in unguarded moments. One example of the New York Times he had done was a physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer with a cigarette as he is in front of a blackboard with math formulas. Eisenstaedt was quoted saying a photographer's job is to find and catch the storytelling moment. The encyclopedia says at 5'4" he was known to squeeze in a room unobserved and get a story. The book said that he was extremely into detail, and Eisenstaedt quoted, "By now I've learned that the most important thing to do when you photograph somebody in a room or outside is to not look at the subject but look at the background."
It wouldn't happen today anymore. You see, today, you know how I photograph today? I look always at the background first.
So what is Eisenstaedt known for? Eisenstaedt is most known for a picture he took of a sailor kissing a nurse in the New York Times Square back in 1945. This work was titled V-Day Times Square. He was also able to finally get U.S. citizenship so he can photograph overseas, as before he was a citizen, he could not travel overseas. He then traveled to Japan to see nuclear effects of war. When photographing a celebrity, he was known to make his audience feel as though they were next-door neighbors. He photographed a lot of celebrities and a lot of A-listers. His most famous photo was of a sailor kissing a girl. This photograph is called V-Day Times Square, and it is interesting because it shows a Navy sailor in a blue uniform grabbing a girl in a white uniform and kissing her during victory over Japan Day. In later days, there were allegations as to whether this was sexual assault, according to the Times. According to the encyclopedia, he got this photo when he was 47, and his main element was persistence. He noticed a sailor kissing his way through a crowd and decided to follow him until he got the perfect moment. Eisenstaedt also photographed famous people like Marilyn Monroe, Winston Churchill, portraits of John F. Kennedy, and Albert Einstein. Unfortunately, Eisenstaedt died in his home cottage on Martha's Vineyard on August 23, 1995, at the age of 96. He left behind a legacy in photojournalism and was extremely beneficial to the trade. After all, Eisenstaedt was known as the father of photojournalism.